Welcome to Enjoying Life, a program of music, chatter, and friends, designed to put a refreshing moment in your day. Now, please welcome your award-winning hosts, Dr. Jerry and Little Jan.
I know it. Thank you, Paul. You just make us feel good with your announcing. That's Paul High, the Gospel Greats, our announcer.
Yeah.
Well, here we are, Angel. Time to visit with our friends again. Isn't that wonderful?
It is wonderful. Yeah.
We love our friends, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We like for them to come by and watch what's going on here.
Yeah, we do. And, you know, in our travels out there, people just think, you know, you go and sing maybe and they see you on the stage at some auditorium or church pulpit or something. But we look forward to seeing our friends. We have made friends coast to coast.
And you love to talk.
Well, and you know, you got to have friends.
Yeah.
And the book says, he that hath friends must show himself friendly.
Yes.
You can't closet yourselves and have
true.
many friends.
Well, and I didn't tell you this, but did you know it's almost Emily and Jude's birthday?
Your great-grandchildren?
Yeah.
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 I think that's so cute.
Yeah.
I ought to tell a story. One of her great-granddaughters, or our great-granddaughters, came up to me the other day. She's just learning numbers. It's going to take a minute, so I'll have to hurry. And she said, Papa Jerry, I can count to 20 all by myself. So I said, well, do that. And you know, she thought that was a big number. She counted to 20. And I bragged on her when she got through, and she started to walk away, and she said, Papa Jerry, how old are you? And I said, well, I'm 80. She said, did you start at 1? She didn't believe you could get that big number.
She didn't think you could ever get to that big old number.
I know it. Well, let's sing a little bit and get the program started. Are you ready? All right, here's the program, and I know that you're going to enjoy it. Little Jan.
There wasn't a thing that she could not do. When I needed Mama, she'd always come through. With a smile and a tender touch, she'd make it right. And I thought she'd be with me all of my life. All of my life. She would close her eyes as I sat on her knee and talk about a home place that I could not see. She said the Lord had made it just for us to go, and it's just across the river down the road. Down the road where my Savior is waiting. Down the road, all my loved ones will greet me. Everything that I love, heaven has to hold. And it's just across the river down the road. Oh, later in life, as she lay there, she took me by the hand and tenderly said, "Child, wait for me. I'm going home, but I'll see you cross the river down the road. Down the road where my Savior is waiting. Down the road, all my loved ones will greet me. Everything that I love, heaven has to hold. And it's just across the river down the road. Down the road where my Savior is waiting. Down the road, all my loved ones will greet me. Everything that I love, heaven has to hold. And it's just across the river
Don't go away. We got some great guests. They're going to be with us in just a minute. We'll see you in a minute.
Come on back.
All right, we're glad you stayed with us because we got some wonderful friends that are going to be singing and blessing your heart, and we're going to get to learn about them too.
We're going to get to learn about them, and both of them together. They're separately, they're pretty.
Yeah.
But together, they are good.
Handsome, aren't you?
They
Do you call
are.
a couple handsome, or do you call them,
I call
sharp
them
or-
pretty.
Pretty, yeah. Well, at least she. I don't know about he. You know.
Yeah, he's pretty too.
Well, we got some great guests with us today.
We do have
So
some
let's
our
introduce
favorite-
them,
let's
okay?
do it.
We have with us today from right here near the TV station, but we see them nationwide, and we have Mike LeFevre and his wife, Kathy. Let's make them welcome.
Thank you.
We're so glad that you're here.
We're thrilled to be here.
God
What a
bless
joy.
you so much. Well, tell me about it. You know, you've been married to this beautiful lady how long now, Mike?
This year will be 28 years
My
we've been married.
28
And I know you're
years.
probably looking at her thinking she is only 28.
That's
well,
right.
that's I'm telling you, she does.
You
got a young.
You didn't have to set that up. That's true.
No, that's good. That's good. And you don't travel with them very much, do you?
No, I don't. Very seldom do I get to.
Do you sing?
No, not where anybody can hear me.
Or you just sing in the shower, in the
listen.
bath, in the
I
house?
listen. I'm a very good listener.
Oh, you're a good listener.
That's good.
Well, you know, it takes both. You have to have somebody sing and somebody to listen. How long you been singing?
Well, of course, I like to say all my life, but really, I started out when I was a little boy listening to the record player, and I'd stand by the record player and listen to LeFevre records.
Oh, yeah.
And
well,
so,
I can understand that.
of course,
Hello.
of course. And so when it was a solo, I'd turn it into a duet, and when it was a duet, I'd turn it into a trio. That's how I learned to sing parts.
Parts.
But I guess I started out, Uncle Alf had retired from the LeFevres, and he started a group of younger guys, and
I remember
I
that.
started singing with him,
With
and he
him.
helped me get my start. And so by the age of 17, I was on the road full time with him. So I've been singing a long time.
I didn't realize you were so young when you started. I did not realize that. Yeah.
I can tell you a story with your maiden name in it. In the early 50s, I was raised in the state of Washington. And in the early 50s, my father came south down to this area somewhere, Atlanta, Birmingham, Memphis, somewhere, to a national conference. And when he came home from being down south, back to Yakima, Washington, where I lived, he brought I think it was a 78 or something like that, an old Bible tone record. And it was the LeFevres with Big Jim Waits. Oh,
yes.
You said that with me.
I say I have that album. though.
Oh, do you? Yes. Well, you know what? I had never heard that kind of bass singing. I had really, we sang church songs and everything at a church. But he sang so low, it rattled our speakers in our house. I thought, man, this is out of sight. And that was my first real impact with Southern gospel music.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
I go a long way back with you.
Yes, we do. We've known each other for many years.
Yeah.
And I want to say this. I'm a fan of y'all's. I'm getting to sit here, and way before I ever got to sing, I got to see y'all sing.
Oh, you're just doing PR work.
I know.
It's
I'm
good
telling
We'll
PR.
have you back.
Okay, I'm in. No, but that's
You're in.
seriously,
You're in.
I did. And I remember coming to see you with the Thrasher Brothers.
Wow.
And then to seeing you with Wendy. And then, now being able to sit here. And even when we've been on stage together, shared the same
Together, yeah.
stage, it's been a dream come true for me.
Oh,
And
my
so-
God. You're just so good. If there was a Mr. Nice award,
it
you'd
would
win
be
Mr.
Mike.
That's how I won her.
Let me ask you something. When Mike's not on the road, what do y'all do to enjoy life? That's the name of the program, see, Enjoying Life. Do you
What do
cook
you
out?
do?
What do you do? Do you travel? Do you go to the beach? Do you swim? What do y'all do as a couple or a family to enjoy life?
Well, we like to go to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge for our anniversary usually, which
That's
is
great.
28. It's November the 10th. So, and then we like to cook out.
Do you go to the mountains? You like the mountains? Is
I
that where
do,
you
but
go?
now the beach is my favorite. But
So you get the
November
beach.
is not really the best time to
Oh,
go.
but do you
so.
go to the beach ever?
Oh, yeah.
Do you lay
And
out
I
in
love the
sun?
cruises too.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
a perk
Yeah.
of this.
We see you.
I get to go on a cruise.
Yeah, we see you when we go on the cruises.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, and your group sings on the cruises. And we, of course, we'd like them to go with us, and you'd like them to go with you, wouldn't you? We all know how that
We'll
works.
share them. How's that?
Okay, that's all right.
You have one and we'll have one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll switch them
But
out.
You mentioned something she was telling me when we were on the way down here, and I got tickled. She said, "You know what I love?" I said, "What's that, honey?" She said, "I love to see you mow our grass."
Really? Does that mean you're home or you're working?
Well, she thinks,
That
I
means
guess,
I don't have to do it.
Oh, is that what that means?
Good
Oh,
job.
isn't
Good
that
job.
something? Yeah.
Kathy.
That's good.
but she has called me before, and I know y'all have been through this before too. She has called me and she said, but the basement's flooded.
Oh, my.
Or,
Really?
I said, well, honey, get it up the best you can. I'll be home in a week.
Isn't that something?
And she gets it,
And
doesn't she?
She
you
does.
handle it. You have to.
You have to handle it.
You have to
Absolutely.
learn to handle it.
Just because you're
How
a
do you
girl
feel about
doesn't,
that?
doesn't matter.
mean a thing.
Uh-uh.
No, it's just.
How do you feel about that? I mean, having to handle it, and because you're going quite a bit. You know, when you go to the West Coast tour, you can't run out there and back on the bus.
You don't run anywhere fast anymore, it doesn't
That's the
seem
truth.
like.
Yeah,
Getting through Atlanta, it takes 2 or 3 hours, you know.
that's true.
practically.
That's true.
Is that a problem for you having to handle the house and the chores and everything while he's gone?
Well, it's not easy, but you know, you do pretty much what you have to do, and so he can do what he does, which is a ministry. I have to be called as much, and I think God
Yes,
makes me
you do.
Oh, I
strong
think that's good.
to be able to handle the things, and you know, he's with me. God's always with me, and I do call him, and I tell him, "Oh Lord, you know, what am I going to do? This has happened," but and it's just
You get through it.
And we
We
even
do.
call them more now that we've got cell phones. You know, there was a
Yes.
day that you couldn't just stop
Oh.
and call.
I'll tell you what, Jan, our phone bill when we were dating, see, we dated 3.5 years before we got married.
My goodness, you had to get married to save money.
we did.
Yeah.
Well, our phone bill, and that back then you didn't have the cell phones. We had, and it was long distance.
Yeah,
And so we had quite the phone bill.
I bet
Well,
you did.
Well, along with enjoying you and enjoying Kathy, we also have you here to sing. So are you ready to sing?
Well, I am. I'm at a handicap because I don't have my group with me, and I'm nervous. I always get nervous about singing solos because
Well, now,
I'm a group
Mike,
man.
see, now you know how I feel when Wendy passed away. I'm telling you, to be without Geraldine and Wendy on stage, that's tough.
Yeah, there's your security blanket.
Yes, they are.
Well, that's a good word to put it. That's a good way. Okay.
Don't you guys have
Well,
children?
then listen to him sing.
Well, it's about 4 minutes before that.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
I thought he said to music.
No.
Oh, okay. All
You
right.
have children.
We do. We have a
And-
son, Jordan, that travels with Mike, and we have a daughter, Keely. Keely's 21, Jordan's 24. Yeah.
So you have grown family. Do you have any
Yes.
grandchildren?
Yes, we have one, and we have a daughter-in-law, Allie. So,
Oh, my
Really?
Fisher.
She's a granny.
He
Isn't
don't
it?
call me Granny.
She won't
What do
allow
they
that.
call you?
Cappy. It's Happy with a K.
Oh, happy with the K.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
And I'm Pops.
And
Yes.
you're Pops.
Yeah.
Yes.
I couldn't do the grandma
Isn't that
thing.
a joy?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
a joy, though?
I will say
It
this
keeps me
too
running.
about I mentioned to you earlier. She is my backbone and my support and a prayer warrior. She has a lot of people have seen the movie War Room,
Yes.
but she was doing War Room before the movie
Way
came
before it
out,
came.
and every day she'll get up at 4 to 5 o'clock and go in the War Room and pray for me and pray for our son and pray for everything and everybody, and not only, and then she'll get on the treadmill and walk for a while, and then she goes to work. She cuts hair, and she's a stylist, and she does all that. So she is. I could. God just gave me the perfect wife. I've got to tell you.
Well, I don't know about that. There must be two of them.
That's right. The perfect wife for
There's two of
me.
them,
Let me
yeah.
say that.
Listen to that.
Yeah.
Listen to that. I like that.
Yeah, I do too. And to speak that lovingly of your wife. And do you feel the same way about him?
Oh, yes.
Do you?
I do.
And you dated how many years before you married?
3.5.
3.5 years. Where are you from?
I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia.
Okay, Flowery Branch, Georgia.
I know it sounds so country when I say
But
it.
where is that?
It's about 30 minutes north of here,
Well, it's close to Gainesville, Georgia,
Close
just
to
south of Gainesville.
Gainesville.
And what made Flowery Branch popular was the Falcons moved their training camp there.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
really?
when they did that, it just exploded. So
Oh, how
you'll
about
probably be
that?
wanting to moved there.
Yeah. We used to call that Flowery Branch.
Flowery Branch, and that's where
like
Kathy's shop is too.
That's like Hiram. The people that live there call it Harlem.
Harlem, Harlem Garden.
And do you have your own shop, or do?
No, I work at a shop called Total Image Salon.
Total Image. Well, isn't that a good name?
And I love it. It's so
Yeah,
much
we'll have to
fun.
go and do. You cut men's hair or just ladies?
Well, I
Men's,
didn't get
ladies,
this look by
children's,
myself,
yeah.
Jerry.
He is one
Well,
of
let me
my
ask you this,
pickiest
huh?
clients, though. He's one of my pickiest clients.
Oh, he's one of your pickiest clients?
Oh, my.
Well, you know, he's always on the stage or platform or somewhere, you know.
Gotta make him look good.
Do you write songs?
Do you know, this past year, I had some ideas for a couple of songs, and I came up with the ideas, and I couldn't get anywhere. That's a gift that God did not give me, but I called up Diane Wilkinson.
Okay.
And I said, Diane, I've got a couple ideas for songs. Am I just crazy for even, and she took them and collaborated with Lee Black and wrote one of the songs and finished it, and then another one just she and I. So I've got 2 songs to my credit this year. They haven't been cut yet. I will do that because you had a song on one of our CDs.
Yeah, one of your recent CDs. I had a song on there, I Found Mercy.
I Found Mercy.
I think you kind of got roped into doing that. We sang that at that church, and it just exploded. So you recorded.
But do you know, I've still got that when we were singing around the piano that day. I've still got that on my cell phone. That's a video I'm going to keep forever.
Oh, goodness. Well, get your mic there and get ready to sing. I think this time they're ready. And you're singing a song called Holy Anointing?
Holy Anointing.
Is this on one of your CDs?
Not yet. We're making I used to be with a group called Gold City Quartet, and I'm going to do I was just picked out a couple of songs that might be familiar and that I might remember the words to, and this was one of them that I did way back then.
All right, go get in place. All right, let's make them welcome. We're so glad that Mike and Kathy are with us, and let's make Mike welcome to sing Holy Anointing. Here he is.
Isaiah in the spirit, well, he had good news to bring. For all with hearts to listen, came a message from the King. Blessed atonement is the power that we need. I want that holy anointing flowing deep inside of me. I want that holy anointing Isaiah spoke about. That precious anointing that only God gives out. It will thrill you, fill you, and give you liberty. I want that holy anointing flowing deep inside of me. For prisoners who were captive can find a sweet relief. He mends the brokenhearted with an everlasting peace. A fresh touch of glory is all I really need. I want that holy anointing flowing deep inside of me. I want that holy anointing Isaiah spoke about. That precious anointing that only God gives out. It will thrill you, fill you, and give you liberty. I want that holy anointing flowing deep inside of me. I want that holy anointing Isaiah spoke about. That precious anointing that only God gives out. It will thrill you, fill you, and give you liberty. I want that holy anointing flowing deep inside of me. It will thrill you, fill you, and give you liberty. I want that holy anointing flowing deep inside of me. There's a song that I recorded years ago, and I like I told the guys, I'm used to doing this with my group, and so I've kind of switched it around a little bit, but this was the very first song that I ever recorded that went to #1 back in 1985. You may remember the words to this. When I get carried away, I'm gonna let the glory roll when the roll is called in glory. I'm gonna get beside of myself when I get beside the King that day. I'm gonna have the time of my life when the time of my life is over. Well, I'm gonna get carried away when I get carried away. Well, I don't know why I become a little shy when I get around a whole lot of people. I can't figure out why I never can shout about the love flooding my soul. I must confess, I can't express feelings deep inside me. The things I know but I cannot show one day will overflow. And I'm gonna let the glory roll when the roll is called in glory. I'm gonna get beside of myself when I get beside the King that day. I'm gonna have a time of my life when the time of my life is over. I'm gonna get carried away when I get carried away. I'll pass the clouds and shout so loud it may sound like thunder. My tearful eyes may fill the skies until it looks like rain. But as I leave this world, past the gates of pearl, I stand before the Savior. I'll let my soul let the glory roll, and from the roll He calls my name. All right, you know the words, sing along with us. I'm gonna let the glory roll when the roll is called in glory. I'm gonna get beside of myself when I get beside the King that day. I'm gonna have the time of my life when the time of my life is over. Well, I'm gonna get carried away when I get carried away. I'm gonna let the glory roll when the roll is called in glory. I'm gonna get beside of myself when I get beside the King that day. I'm gonna have the time of my life when the time of my life is over. Well, I'm gonna get carried away when I get carried away. I'm gonna get carried away when I get carried away.
Wow, wasn't that good?
It was really good. I'm glad he did that when I get carried away.
Oh, I love that song.
I know.
I've never heard any song that had a better play on words than that song.
Oh, I know it.
It's you know, when I get the sky, when I get through and go to glory and the glory roll, and it's just a great play on words.
And it just kind of flows out of your mouth.
It does.
It's a good song.
It articulates very
Yes, it
well.
does.
And I love the song Holy Anointing. You know, I thought of something. Can I tell you this?
Yes, tell
You
me.
know, when they were singing that song Holy Anointing, I thought of something that a guy once asked me. He said, what is the anointing? And that's not an easy thing to explain. And I said, well, I don't know exactly what the anointing is, but I do believe this, that those that have it can't conceal it, and those that don't can't reveal it.
Ooh.
Isn't that powerful?
That's powerful.
Yeah. You know, people that have that resting upon their lives, it comes through.
It really does.
It does. I've heard Mike sing a lot, and most of the time with his group.
Yeah.
But I don't believe I've ever heard him just step out and do solo work.
I don't either, and I just loved it.
And his wife?
Isn't she the prettiest thing you've ever laid your eyes on?
Well, pretty close, you know. I kind of like what I'm laying my eyes on now.
Oh, you're sweet. But they just are beautiful people.
They really
They are good in their heart.
Yes, they're wonderful people.
Yeah. Because we're on the cruise
we
with
want to hear from you. And how do you feel about some of these folks and something that's happened in your life?
Please do come.
You can give us a little story about what you do to enjoy life, or something you've enjoyed on the program.
Or tell us a little story.
Yeah.
Really, really short story.
And you can write to us at Post Office Box 50.
50.
Powder Springs, Georgia. Wherever you're viewing across America, that's easy to remember. Powder Springs, Georgia, 30127. And that's easy to remember. Or they'll show you our website, and you can
And you can stream. So, you know, when we first come on, you need to go stream it and tell your friends about it.
Yeah, we're
Isn't that
excited
funny?
about so many people viewing the program, so many people
We
seeing
are.
it. I never dreamed that I would live to see the day when you could sit at a table wherever we record, and we usually record in Georgia, and they could see you around the world. You know, we've had emails from places like over in Europe.
Yes.
And people we got one from India. I don't know how they got it. But they claim that's where they were, and they send you an email.
My brother and sister-in-law, they watch us in Illinois.
They do?
Yeah, Robert
They
and
sure
Sue.
do.
Yeah.
Robert and Sue.
And Richard and Sheila watch us in Florida.
Yep, that's right. And a good preacher friend of mine always talked about watching the show down there, Pastor Kirby. Yeah.
It's time to go.
That music said it's time to go.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, and remember our motto: take Christ as your partner and enjoy life. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.